but I figured I should get approval before I actually press the button.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So how have things been? How have things been since graduation? I would love to hear your journey from when you graduated to where you are now and what you've learned.
Man,
And
it's been crazy. Since after graduation, things kind of really took off for me. Beforehand, we had, lots of homework to do. So during that time, I was able to kind of go to, me, I'm a big workout guy. So I was able to go to the gym and kind of like, hey, I got homework assignments to do. And I was wondering if you'd be like my, practice homework and, just whatever that's working, it's, doesn't cost you a thing, this and that. And that just kind of snowballed into building clientele afterwards. And then as soon as I graduated, things took off for me really well. I kind of linked up with this guy at the gym. He's a former UFC fighter. He was on season 1 of Ultimate Fighter. His name is Josh Rafferty. And he's the one that kind of helped me get a pretty big boost in as far as clientele goes. He's kind of I would call him, he's obviously an MMA wrestling type trainer plus physical trainer as well. And I call him like a celebrity trainer of Tampa. So he trains a lot of these like different type of athletes, from WWE superstars to MMA fighters to boxers to football players and everyone else in between, doctors to things like that. And he kind of, I was huge after I graduated. I was huge about building my business by give, and pretty much giving 2 to 3 times and then charge.
Okay. So you would do 2 to 3 treatments first.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll give him a few free treatments. And after the first one, he was like, okay. He's like, wow, this is, because he had 2 neck surgeries in 1 year. So one was from an accident he had, and then he got in another accident, I believe. And anyways, so he had 2 neck surgeries in the same year, and he wasn't able to turn his head fully or look up and down or even touch his chin to his chest. And so after the first one, he was just like, holy crap. He's like, all right, give me your card. Holy cow.
So, did he have like fusions, or what did he have?
He had little fusions. He had, can't remember if I think he had one or 2 fusions in the probably in the C6, C5 areas, I believe, somewhere. Okay. I don't remember exactly, but as soon as we did a lot of like neck mobility and a lot of neck release stuff, a lot of longus coli actually, because he had like and a lot of a lot of issues putting his neck down and all that. Well, of course, did a lot of anterior posterior neck work. So, and he was just amazed by how much range of motion he had from here. Second session, first time he was able to touch his chin to his shoulder and then to his chest, and he was just like, all right, dude, I'm sold. He was just like, I'm gonna refer you a bunch of my clients, and then it kind of snowballed into that. So he got me with a WWE wrestler named Samoa Joe. And, I worked on him a couple times for free, and he was just kind of like, he's like, all right. He's like, I'll let the boys know, and we're gonna start using it. Let them know the real deal. I was like,
awesome.
I was like, all right. And then that kind of led me to Dave Bautista, who's an actor. His latest movie is Stuber. A little shameless plug. So that kind of led me to him, and then that just really blossomed my business, just because of them either put me on their social media or like on their their Instagram stories and things like that, and then people just kind of would direct message me and ask me, hey, what do you do, this and that, and also providing a lot of good content. So that kind of really gave me a huge kickstart coming right out of the gate after graduation. So it's been
are those all people like in Tampa that you treat, or is that people where are you from again? Is it Kansas or Arkansas?
Arkansas.
That's why you get confused. So similar. You can say I'm from Idaho and I won't be offended. So
So yeah, Arkansas. That's where I'm originally from. So my original plan was to grind out school for 18 months and then move back to Little Rock and start my own practice, which obviously that didn't happen because everything that built up to after I graduated just was just one thing after another. It went fast. Like I was I was probably starting out with probably about 12 to 15 treatments a week.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, it was crazy. I was just like, oh, I was like constantly busy and just had and I'm mobile, so that's what makes it more attractive for people is that I'm mobile. So I go to their homes or they come to my studio apartment or whatever's best for them. And a lot of people like the convenience because that's what the future is. Nobody goes to the grocery store anymore. Everyone gets, Instacart or whatever and has groceries delivered to their house, or they'll sit in the parking lot and just get delivered to them when they're parked when they pull up to the grocery store. So, so I'm kind of going with that flow, I guess. And so it's been
keeps your overhead low.
Yeah, and it keeps my overhead super low. And so, and cars and car gas mileage is all write-offs, and it's been good. It's been really good. I can't have no complaints going on my second year of business, and it's been going really well. Kind of a slow season, summertime and all that, but
yeah, that's what I've been noticing too.
Yeah, so it's been picking up again. I think my goal is to treat 100 people a month is my goal.
Oh, so, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's looking at 20 hours a week. So 20 treatments a week. So I've been getting around, I think the most I've done in a week was like 25, and it was pretty crazy. So
how did your hands hold up to that?
Honestly, Kevin's right. As long as you keep good technique, not say I ever doubted him because, but as long as you keep good technique, you can last forever. And it worked. And it also helps that also use different modalities too, as far as like, use my Theragun stuff. So hands too. So that complements my work pretty well too. It's just like, I'm going to warm this up so I don't have to worry about, and then I'm going to warm it down, do like a, finish off with that too. Just kind of so I may use like the Theragun or any percussive gun for like maybe about 10 to 15 minutes worth of treatment possibly. It really depends. But as long as you keep a good technique and all that and just keeping yourself healthy, you can last a while. And it also helps that I do self-therapy with it too. I also use a little bit of like a thing called a sidekick. It's like a Graston tool. So I kind of do like slight little like Graston on my like hands and forearms. I think it's like just kind of keep everything moving and good blood flow, keep the adhesions down. And so that helps a lot. So
yeah, I used, I went to a rock tape seminar and learned how to do the rock pods, and I used that on my forearms. And it seemed to really help. Yeah.
No, I'm a fan of it. Learned a couple of cool things with the rock tape. I don't know if you know Dr. Perry Nicholson.
Yeah, the Stop Chasing Pain guy.
He's great. He's great to learn from.
Have you taken any of his classes?
I take his course. I haven't. I'm really interested in taking some of his classes just to see his techniques and try and get inside his brain because he's outside the box, which is cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm kind
of into the lymph too, right?
Yeah, huge on the lymph. Which we've done lymph in allied modalities, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fell asleep. Light pressure, just doing that. I was like, I tried doing that on somebody for lymph. I was like, I'm about to fall asleep standing up doing therapy.
I know.
Like, it takes a lot of patience to do it, So that's what I'm trying to work on. But yeah.
What is a normal schedule? What does it look like for you? Like, do you just go when and where your patients need you? Or
I've been busy enough where I actually have a personal assistant. So it's
cool. Oh, really?
That's awesome. So when someone calls my business phone, she has it. So she takes all the phone calls, sends them intake forms, and then they have them email me back, and I look over everything and then kind of get an analysis, kind of get a pre-analysis of what's going on with them. And that actually helps a lot. So she puts on my schedule, I just look at my calendar. I'm like, okay, I have this and this. And then usually beforehand, before the week starts, I tell her, hey, I won't be available at this time because I got other things going on. She's really good at that. She's super organized. And so that's how I really book everything, is through her, or sometimes I'll do it myself depending on the situation and all that. So some like usually Mondays are my light days. So that's my days to like take care of errands for myself. But really my busy days are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. And I even do weekends. So my busier days would be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. I like today, I had 5 today.
Oh, okay.
So,
not
yeah.
bad at all. Your assistant, is she like a virtual assistant, or is it somebody local you have?
Someone local I have. She actually just moved to South Carolina. It basically all I do is give her my business phone and a laptop, and she just does all my work. She does all my tax stuff, and like my quarterly taxes are done. And she keeps track of everything, tracks my mileage is tracked automatically. So she just asks me, are these personal or business, which I do it all business miles.
Of course.
So, but yeah. And so she just keeps track of it. I just upload we have a QuickBooks app, which works really well. I just snapshot like the receipts, and she gets them on the other phone, and she just plugs it in. And so she does well. I don't have to really see her. So I just,
Nice. How do you automatically track your mileage?
So QuickBooks has a feature where you can put auto tracking. So wherever your point is, where you start and end that's how they track the mileage there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, simple stuff. Like even like small little stops, like if you like go down the road for a second and then go back, it tracks that and it says, oh, you may get 45 cents off for driving this much. I'm like, all right, sweet. Every penny counts.
That's awesome. One question before I forget. In your treatment sessions, I know you use a Theragun, you use NST. Do you do like a lot of corrective exercise or movement with your patients?
I do. So I find that doing a lot of like active or passive stretching movements, I do that, and then I pretty much show them what different corrective exercises to do to help prevent, or give them homework to do on different things to help kind of prevent and things like that. I'm not the best at the corrective exercise stuff. I probably would refer them to Bobby or someone else. I actually, I network a lot. So I network a lot with the gym. So huge thing is with personal trainers. She's like, hey man, I have this one personal trainer. He's a corrective exercise specialist. He loves it. And he loves what I do. And he's actually going to enroll in the program. So
awesome.
So he loves what we do, and he sends me so many clients. No matter what treatments he needs, I'm like, yep, I got you. It's free. He sends me, so it's crazy. So yeah, just if anyone that needs corrective exercise work, I'd send them to either Bobby if they're in Bobby's area, or I'll send them to Ronnie here in the downtown area here. So yeah, I need to be more polished on that, but I feel like to get the actual more attention of the corrective exercises, I'd send them to someone that's way more certified than me. I feel like.
It's hard to be an expert or to be really good at a lot of things.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I'd rather have someone. It's like, I can't fix anything in the house. I'm just going to call somebody and have them do. It's like, well, I know some corrective exercises you can do, but I don't really have the time in our session to kind of, I'll go over a little bit with you what you can do and then go from there. But other than that, I would just send them my buddy Ronnie.
Okay. And so I heard you're going to chiropractic school?
Chiropractic school, yeah. So I have to do a prerequisite class this semester to get 5 credit hours that are needed for the program. Okay. And after that, I start next spring.
Holy cow. So what got you interested in that?
I've always been interested in the chiropractic stuff. It's just that I've developed a really good relationship with Dr. Mello Ramirez at Results Chiropractic. He's a fantastic guy. became really good friends. We talk on a daily, weekly basis, and he kind of, just from learning from him and then learning different issues and seeing how other people that work, I'm like, hey, can you stick this rib back in? Because I can tell, like, when the rib's out, I'm like, yeah, your rib's out. Like, can you pop that in? I was like, I don't know how, otherwise I would. It's just like, I get that a lot. Like, hey, you think you could, we do corrections in the cervical and things like that, but
mobilizations.
Right, mobilization. Sorry, mobilization. And so that's what kind of got me into, because chiropractic and NST go hand in hand really well, because muscles move bones. So I figured, why not make the adjustment and then use the muscle NST manipulation to keep those bones in place and getting those musculatures to get in the proper, correct position to hold place and have the patient feel better, just be like a one-stop shop.
Yeah, right.
So it's just something that I've always been into, and I'm really excited about the new journey. It's going to be about 3 years and 4 months.
Okay.
So is when I will be finished. And so it's pretty much going to be like Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Oh, wow. So are you still going to do NST while you're going to school?
Yeah.
You're going to be busy.
Yeah, I'm going to make it work. So
yeah.
That's, which is crazy. My girlfriend, future fiance,
exciting. So, congratulations.
Thank you. She just got into a nurse practitioner program for doctor of psychiatry and psychiatry. And so she starts that next week. And so she has 18 months of that. So we're going to be pretty schooled down, but ahead. And I'm excited for the whole chiropractic program, because I may be the first mobile chiropractic here in Tampa. I have this huge idea. Those little Mercedes, like Sprinter vans?
Yeah.
I was thinking about, I've seen some like that really like decked out. Some people like make offices. There's like mobile, like people who do like mobile, like rejuvenation type clinic. Like
yeah, I just met with a guy on Friday who does that.
Yeah, and it's just like, it looks really professional inside. They can make it happen. So I was like, I can put a table in there. It's big enough. Have a couple waiting seats and, whatever I need like that. And then there it is. I'm like, all right, pull up to your driveway. Let's do it. And I can pull up to events and things like that. Just it'll more likely have my logo and wrap on it. So that's my current goal, is that after I get finished with chiro school and all that. So just be a big one-stop shop. And it's basically, I'm going to call it dynamic chiropractic neurosomatic restorative therapy.
Will that all fit on the van?
Yeah. I'm gonna make it like an acronym or something. So
well, and I have a guy's information I want to send you. I met him through my RGA, my networking group, and he has a wellness clinic. He has like a neurosurgeon on staff and a physician's assistant on staff. So they do the IV therapy, like a bunch of different kinds, and they do stem cell injections, and they do like Botox and stuff like that too.
Okay.
Oh, and they do trigger point injections. So he was like, he brought it up, and he's like, we do the injections in them, but they keep refacilitating. Why is that? And I'm like, like if you would take NST plus these IV therapies that are taking down inflammation, like together, I think those results could be really amazing.
Absolutely.
So he has a mobile business too, where they do like the mobile IV therapy, and they do Botox parties too.
So they kind of just like set up shop, like, hey, we'll be here today type thing.
It's in a van.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I'll send you his information if you want to check him out. He's an interesting guy too, like an ex-Marine, used to be a bodyguard for a bunch of like NBA players in California, and he's a paramedic, so you probably like him. Yeah. Awesome. Very interesting.
Yeah.
I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I just wanted to look at my list here and see what else. Okay, so 2 more questions. So reflecting back on your 1.5 or 2 years since you've been done with school, what do you wish you would have known when you got out of school that you know now?
Well, I don't know. Like, I've gained a lot of confidence, like my third term and everything. And so I guess what I wish I would have learned was a little bit better at the whole like marketing process. I think there could be some improvements in that part of, marketing your business and getting people out there, like not, because there's a couple people that graduate, they're just kind of like, I don't know where to go or what to do. It's just kind of,
Yeah.
be able to set them up for success afterwards. And so I think that's what I think was lacking. But other than
Mm-hmm.
that, I felt pretty good as far as coming out. And I don't think really that's really all that was missing for me. Really, I kind of just learned it as I went. Just providing valuable content, no matter how much interaction you get with something, you're always someone's going to get some type of value out of it. So
Yeah.
while you're providing value, people get something out of it. Like there's sometimes I make a post on my Instagram like, well, this didn't get too many likes, but you look on the view insights into the business page, you're like, oh, well, 6 people sent this to somebody and then 7 people saved it. So I'm like, all right, I'll take it. People are saving content and then referring it to other people and sending it to other people and things like that. So I think looking back, like, I think that's the only thing really that was missing is I feel like just setting up people for more success after graduation.
And did you know what you needed to know to start your business, or did you kind of have to just figure that out as you went along?
I kind of had an idea, but I kind of just went as I gone along with my practice and
Mm-hmm.
business. It's just I learned a lot. I've built a really good relationship with one of the tops. Well, it's a CEO of a company called Nutrition Solutions. He's been to Forbes 5 times. He's a really good entrepreneur, and he kind of helped me really strive for personal development. So
Yeah.
I do an hour of personal development every day, no matter if it's all in 1 hour or 30-minute increments. I always get an hour of personal development in. And as far as whether it's for business or just yourself, it helps a lot to with the success and drive and motivation and the discipline to keep the business going and providing content, providing value to other people to get people out of chronic pain, just spreading the message of there's better therapies out there that to help get you out of pain. I mean, you don't have to revert to pills. You don't have to revert to surgery. You don't have to,
Yeah.
I feel like.
Well, and that was one thing I wanted to talk to you about, because I noticed on your social media that you post a lot of mindset kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So when you say you do like an hour of personal development every day, what does that look like for you?
It could be a podcast, could be an audiobook. I probably read more books the past 2 years than I have my whole life. And it's been great. Like Relentless by Tim Grover. It's been really good. Another one is Crushing It by Gary Vaynerchuk. He's one of my favorites.
Okay.
He's always solid, just on just advice. And as far as like another one who's kind of nitty gritty down to it is his podcast called the MF CEO. Andy Frisella. He owns 7 businesses, and he just really like tells you how it is and what it's going to take. Hard work. I mean, who do you know that's successful that hasn't worked hard in their life for what they got?
Yeah, right.
So, and then also Chris Cavallini, one of my clients, who he listened to his Start Today podcast. And then another book is Jocko Willinki, Extreme Ownership. It's like a military type based book, but it kind of shows accountability, discipline, and gratitude, things like that. So, and it's personal development has helped a lot for me as far as being filled with gratitude. Like if you don't enjoy what you're doing, why are you doing it? So I wake up every day. It's just like, man, it's like I get to go in and put my jersey on. Everyone dreads Mondays. Me, I was like, yeah, let's do this. He's like, everyone. I was like, I don't look forward to the weekend. Weekends are fine with me. It's cool to have your downtime, but when someone's like, if I'm in the weekend, someone hits me like, hey man, you got room for treatment? I'm like, yes, I do. I'll be right over. It's one of those. I could be laying on the couch, not doing anything, and people will text me like, hey, can you get me in this today? I'm like, yep. So yeah. It's just like it's opportunity. It's also money. It's just I enjoy and love doing. So.
And do you mind sharing how much you charge for a session?
$120 an hour.
Okay.
Yeah. So, which sometimes they tip too, so it can be, it's not bad. So I just look out for, gas and things like that. But other than that, it pays itself off pretty well. So,
Yeah.
And also going to chiropractic school, I believe it'll cut my treatments in half. And I could charge what I charge an hour in 30 minutes.
Right.
If we do longer, then we up it, obviously. So, but yeah, that's my price right now. And I do package deals too to make it a little bit cheaper for them and all that. So a lot of people like that option too. So it's that's pretty much the nitty gritty stuff there.
Nice business model.
Like that, yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks a lot, Matt. I appreciate all the insights, and I think it'll be helpful for everybody that's coming out of school and been out for a year to kind of have some ideas about how to build up business and
absolutely
networking.
Networking's huge. Like, I mean, doing the whole email stuff is cool, but I mean, people sometimes I feel like it just goes directly to their junk mail. So and another thing I highly recommend, I do it all the time. When I get a new patient or a client, I have their address. I send them a thank you card. I handwritten and it means a lot. They actually post it on their Instagram stories like, this is what good business is. Thank you card. Just tell them, you're thankful for the opportunity to get them out of pain and giving you the chance to, show them just showing gratitude, it goes a long way. And it means a lot. Handwritten notes, who does that these days? No one. So I'll handwrite them, I'll sign them. And I think I did over 50 something one time and sent them out. So it hurts my wrist, but it's worth it. Looks like I have a stroke towards the end of the card, but
it's worth it.
Right, it's worth it. So no, it means a lot. So that's another thing is showing attentiveness and gratitude towards your patients, no matter how big or small you feel an impact. Just showing them that you're thinking about them. I send them holiday cards too. I'm like, we want to issue things like that. Just handwritten holiday cards, telling them to think about them and throw a little extra. I'm like, hey, 20% off your next treatment. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah. Things like that. Just throw them like a little gift, and a little thank you for being a client. So things like that. That goes a long way. Makes a huge difference.
Yeah, that's it. Do you usually like call your patients after like a couple of days later and ask how they're doing, or do you follow up with them?
Follow-ups are key too, just to be sure they're doing okay. Sometimes they'll beat me to it. They'll text me like, "Man, I'm feeling great." I'm like, "I was going to text you the next day," because I usually give them a day or so, just kind of let them recover. But sometimes they'll hit me up and let me know that they're feeling great. And like yesterday, I worked on a former Olympic Brazilian hockey player. He was having shoulder issues, and he was just blown away of how, because he went to a chiropractor and got adjusted and felt better for like a couple hours, and then of course went right back to the same position. And then
everything got pulled back.
And as soon as I worked on him, he was just like, he just wouldn't stop doing like that. Big Bird. It was just kind of like, he's like, man, I've done this in like a month. So it's cool. And
that's awesome.
And it's really amazing how you can prevent a lot of people from having surgery. I prevented a couple of clients from having 2 low back surgeries, all because of the L5S1 issue, which we all know is psoas. Just releasing the psoas was just so tight, and pressing the spine at the bottom there, and just releasing that caused so much relief, and it's been holding position. So I've prevented people from getting shoulder surgeries that's unnecessary. And so guys, stick with NST. There's nothing like it. Seriously, it's something that's out of this world, and it's the next big thing coming, and people are going to catch on to that here, hopefully here soon. And I actually have a dream board is to work on The Rock and have him, because I'm not, the 5 degrees of separation. I'm like, okay, I have Dave Bautista. He's in the acting world, so I'm about 2 people away from, meeting him. So one of my is to work on him and him post me on Instagram and give like CNS a shout out or something.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I think he has like the 3rd most followers on social media or something like that.
Really? Oh, The Rock does?
Pretty crazy. So,
man. And he is such a positive person too.
Oh yeah,
so,
no, he's great. Like he gets me going too. So, but no,
well,
it's
so I just have to thank you for your positivity that you project on Facebook and Instagram. I really appreciate that too.
Absolutely.
So
no, always, throw a few funnies out there, but yeah, no.
Oh, I appreciate those too.
Gratitude is the key to happiness.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Just everything you do with a grateful heart. So it will take you further than you think.
Yeah.
So keep that positive mindset, and it goes a long way. So filter out the bad, and the good will grow around you. So,
I agree. All right. Well, thanks a lot for talking to me, Matt. I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right. And good luck at school, and good luck with any impending announcements.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll keep you guys updated. Absolutely.
All right. Sounds good. Have a great night.
You too.
Thanks. Bye.